Hello and welcome back to Kim Reads as we continue with My Little Pony stories. Welcome to the Everfree Forest. Twilight, oh Twilight, Spike calls, running to the library. You've been in here for hours. Come outside and play, please. I'm sorry, Spike, but I can't, Twilight Sparkle answers, her head burrowed between two books. I'm in the middle of something very important. Did you find a portal to another dimension? Spike asked excitedly. Not exactly. I was just organizing the geography section of the library when I realized there's a huge hole. Where? Let me see, Spike cries, jumping up. Maybe it's a portal. It's not that kind of hole, Spike, Twilight says. Oh, how many different kinds of holes are there? I mean, there's a gap in the information, Twilight explains. I have absolutely nothing about the Everfree Forest in here. Good, Spike replies. The Everfree Forest is spooky and no one should ever go there. Without going into the Everfree Forest, I never would have found the elements of harmony and been able to save Equestria from Nightmare Moon, Twilight reminds him. I guess that's true, Spike agrees. I learned a lot about the Everfree Forest about that experience, she said. In fact, we all did. I know that look, Twilight, Spike says. You've got an idea. I sure do, Spike, Twilight replies. Come on, let's go. Twilight and Spike gather their friends together. What do you want to talk to us about, Twilight? Applejack asks. I was organizing my library today and realized there's one subject missing from my Equestria session. I need your help to write a book about it. Oh my, says Rarity. I've always wanted to write a book. Is it about the history of the Wonderbolts? Shouts Rainbow Dash. Sorry, Rainbow Dash, Twilight says, shaking her head. So what is it about? Pinkie Pie asks. The Everfree Forest. There is a rush of murmurs and gasps. The forest is just so dreadful, Rarity cries. But we've all been inside it. We know it best. Sure, it's a little scary, but you still remember it's an important part of Equestria, Twilight explains. Come on, y'all, Applejack says. Twilight needs our help. The ponies each write a section of the book. An Introduction to the Everfree Forest by Twilight Sparkle. When I first... An Introduction to the Everfree Forest by Twilight Sparkle. When I first moved to Ponyville, I came to oversee the summer sun celebration. I had read about the prophecy of Nightmare Moon and how she would bring nighttime to all of Equestria. Forever. The only thing that could save Equestria was reuniting what was known as the elements of harmony. Kindness, laughter, generosity, honesty, loyalty, and one mystery element. The elements were kept in the castle of the two sisters in the Everfree Forest. A few of the new ponies I had to make Equestria wanted to help me on my journey, so Applejack, Rainbow Dash, Pinkie Pie, Rarity, Fluttershy, and I entered the dark woods. The forest is full of exotic trees, winding rivers, tall cliffs, and rocky bridges. It's also home to famous places like the Mirror Pool and the Royal Pony Sisters' ancient castle. Our friend Zecora lives there, among many different creatures. The castle of the two sisters, now in ruins, was home to Princess Celestia and Princess Lunu, where they were young. The castle held the elements of harmony and helped discover the sixth element, magic. My friends and I are the only reason I was able to put this booklet together, containing all the known information about the Everfree Forest. The Creatures of the Everfree Forest by Fluttershy. The Everfree Forest is home to many different kinds of animals. The Manticore. Manticore, a manticore, is a large creature with the body of a lion, the tail of a scorpion, and the wings of a dragon. He seems awfully scary when we first met him, but he was just in pain. Poor thing had a splinter in his paw. After I removed it, he was the sweetest thing ever. Parasprites. These tiny, adorable flying creatures look like bees, but are much trickier to handle. They devour crops and multiply rapidly just by coughing. They almost took over our town until Pinkie cleverly led them back into the forest with music. Now we know never to take them out of their habitat or feed them anything. Ursas. These magical bears with fur that look like the night sky live deep in the forest. Ursa Major is the mother. Ursa Minor is the baby. It appears when they are left alone, they keep to themselves. Timber wolves. They're far the most scariest animals in the forest. They look like wolves, only they're bigger, more terrifying, with bright green eyes and unstoppable hunger. They have been known to chase ponies when they are looking for their next meal. They have very foul breath. They break apart, they seem to come back even larger. Definitely beware of timber wolves. The cockatrice. There's a curious creature with the head of a chicken and the body of a snake. It has a mysterious ability to turn ponies and animals to stone. I can reverse the stoning fence with the stare, my gift, but I can't always control it. Zecora and the Secret Plants and Medicines of the Everfree Forest by Applejack. A long time ago, every pony was afraid of Zecora, the zebra who lived in the forest. Well, every pony except my little sister Apple Bloom. One time, Apple Bloom went to talk to Zecora and prove every pony wrong. We found her at the edge of the forest near a blue plant. Zecora tried to warn us that the plant wasn't safe, but we thought she was cursing us. We had touched it and it came down with those mysterious funny symptoms. The blue paint is called Poison Joke, and we found out it was the cause of our sickness. Boy, did we feel silly. And that's when we learned we should never judge a book or a zebra by its cover. The Dark That Lurks Inside the Everfree Forest by Rarity. We're supposed to be finding nice things to say about the Everfree Forest, but I found the place to be nothing but dreadful. It's dark and murky, and they say that everything in the forest works on its own, without any help or forces from inside Equestria. Can you imagine? The plants grow on their own, the animals take care of themselves, and even the weather changes without help from the ponies. It's just terrifying. I do my best to avoid it whenever possible, and you should too. I did meet a lovely sea serpent, Stephen Magnet, in the forest. He was swimming in the river, howling about as much as someone had rudely cut a half of it off, poor thing. Still, the Everfree Forest gave me chills, and all I have to say is now I have a very important dress to design. Ta-da! The Mirror Pole by Pinkie Pie. The Everfree Forest isn't scary at all. It's just smoke and mirrors. All you have to do is laugh. Speaking of mirrors, the one you want to stay away from. It all started because I was worried I was missing out on fun with my friends. I wanted to be with every pony all at once, and that got me thinking about the legend of the Mirror Pole. So I went to the forest to find it and wound up cloning too many Pinkie Pies. Deep inside the forest is a pool of magic water. When you recite a specific rhyme, a hole in the ground opens and you fall through it. When you recite another rhyme, it activates a pool, which turns your reflection into a glow. It can be very dangerous, though, so we closed up the entrance to the pool for good. Still, the Everfree Forest is full of all kinds of cool things like the Mirror Pole. You should surely go inside and explore it. Go on an Adventure by Rainbow Dash. This concludes our book on the Everfree Forest. You know everything that we know. You want a little danger in life? You want to go get the adrenaline pumping? Be brave. Take a walk through the forest. And that's the end of that story. Thanks for listening. See you later.